All right. Wanted to talk about Vera vs. Font, which is the upcoming main event for the fight night. Vera vs. Font. This is going to be an excellent main event. I'm really looking forward to a war here. I have trouble seeing either fighter winning this fight in dominant fashion. And I mean a 5-0 decision, a 50-45 decision, or a first round finish. As far as the finish goes, as you might guess, I pretty much predict the finish would go to Marlon Vera here. And when I say finish, I don't even know if I mean submission or knockout, because Vera's that versatile. Rob Font's only been finished once, and it was to Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz clubbed him and subbed him. It's called a club and sub, I believe, the kids. But he knocked him down, or rocked him. I don't remember if he put him down. He rocked him, had him hurt, and then put him in a guillotine choke, which Pedro Munoz's guillotine choke is a special move. You have to understand, it's like it in the WWE or WWF, if you're an old school fan. You know, pro wrestlers have their finishers, the Stone Cold Stunner or whatever. Pedro Munoz's guillotine is absolutely his finisher. And it's one of the only finishers in the UFC after the Ezekiel choke and whatever else. T-City, the triangle. But anyway, Pedro Munoz put away Rob Font. That was in round one, but I don't think that really says much about his durability or lack thereof. Nothing about his chin or submission defense, because it took a combination of getting rocked and being put in one of the most, I guess, the most dangerous submission in that division, which is Pedro Munoz's guillotine. And that's what made him tap. But I do think Marlon Vera is one of the most dangerous fighters in the division. Not that he's better just overall than like a guy like Jose Aldo who beat him, ironically, but he's a great finisher. He's such a good finisher, Marlon Vera. He's never out of it. We've seen him drop 2 rounds to Frankie Edgar, way back to Brad Pickett, and he won both fights in the 3rd round with a head kick out of nowhere. I think the Edgar fight was a 3rd round. I know Pickett's was. But, which, that spoiled Pickett's retirement. That was Brad Pickett's retirement fight. Looked like he was going out on top, and boom, Marlon Vera happened. Avery? Got my cat right here. But, I do think Marlon Vera can get a finish, absolutely. And, you know, for an opportunistic fighter, you think of the finish right away, but opportunities create moments, and moments win rounds. You know, opportunistic fighters don't just win fights with finishes. They can also steal rounds. It's tougher to steal rounds over the course of 5 rounds with, 3 big moments or whatever. But I'm just saying Marlon Vera is absolutely within realm of winning a decision here, which I'm getting to because I'm going to get to my bets, which, I'm going one or two ways with this. I think Rob Font, generally speaking, wins the fight on the feet with his jab. I think he just outjousts Marlon Vera with the jab. But I think Vera's going to find solutions down low and up high and in the clinch. He'll get inside. Marlon Vera's a guy with, great skills everywhere and great pressure. And I trust his chin better. Again, not that it's going to, even he's going to get a knockout, but I do think he'll hurt Rob Font. We've seen Font hurt with Aldo, which, bodes well for his recovery and every other trait you could have as a fighter, but he was hurt. I think in general he's more susceptible to being hurt. I have a hard time seeing Marlon Vera getting finished, which that's the basis for my bet here. So my prediction for the fight, I think Marlon Vera gets it done. I think he gets it done late. If I had to pick a round with a gun to my head, round 4, whatever. Which, for a guy that's never been there to predict a finish in that round and have him excel in that round without having seen it, it seems a little bold. But there's nothing I'm more sure of than Marlon Vera's tenacity. He's got tenacity, more so than heart and cardio, which are 2 things you need in the first place to have tenacity. But he's got tenacity, which is trying to win. He's not just trying to survive and find himself at the end of someone's jab. All right, I'll lose this fight. I'm not going to get finished. But hey, the fight's almost over. He's trying to win, and he's trying to finish you. And I do think it's going to come for him. It'd be awesome to see it come for him. I think in those moments where even a guy as good as Jose Aldo had Rob Font halfway out of the fight, Marlon Vera will finish it. And I'm hoping I'm right there. But I'm not married to it betting-wise. Betting-wise, what I like here, well, you know, I like Marlon Vera. I am going to play finishes for Marlon Vera, sprinkles on rounds 3, 4, and 5, prop bets, which are fucking incredible odds, plus 1,800, 2,200, and 2,800. So you're winning very good money there if you hit those. But those are very specific and whatever. Probably not going to hit, blah, 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 whatever. What I like is Rob Font via decision, plus 160, matched against Marlon Vera, the money line at plus 115. You know, for me, that might net me like $11. But for those of you with money, I feel like that's a lock for this fight to win money. Those two going against each other. Marlon Vera winning the fight. He could steal enough rounds to win the fight. And he could absolutely put Rob Font away. I say absolutely like it's been done multiple times. But it's possible. He's got 5 rounds to get that opportunity. You know, Mr. Opportunistic Fighter. And Rob Font is not going to be able to put Marlon Vera away. Unless it's via cut or horse shit or Dean Barry comes in and fucking pokes him in the eye or whatever. There's always ways shit can happen. Francisco Trinaldo finished Paul Felder with a cut. But aside from that shit, he's not going to put Marlon Vera away. Like, that's my guarantee. So I like Rob Font via decision plus 160 versus Marlon Vera winning plus 115. The money line covers the finish and the decision. Good luck if you have the money to win money with that. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll reimburse you. You just got to email me. My email address is will